catch anything over there.
A cold.
No, I've already caught that from you. Thanks, man. What's up, guys? It's Tuesday night again, and fishing with Wayne. Okay, Flight Club, Fish Club. What
Fly
are we
club.
doing?
Fly club.
Fly Club. There you go. Oh, how are you guys doing tonight, man? I hope everybody's having a great evening. Of course, you know I'm Jeff. This is Wayne, and we are sitting here talking airplanes or fishing for airplanes. Or are you fishing for an airplane, maybe?
I'd like to snag that 14.
Yeah, well, sorry, but that ain't happening.
I'm not using the right lure.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week. We are. We had a great weekend here. We did some great flying this weekend. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Really, Saturday was absolutely beautiful with a perfect headwind. And Sunday was even nicer.
Yeah, Sunday was nice.
Like 65, 68 degrees, perfect headwind.
The whole field to ourselves.
Yeah, and what was that, by like 1:30? We had the place to ourselves. Yeah. And yeah, got in some great flights. We flew, of course, the L-39. And you guys, hopefully, if you haven't seen the video, go over and check it out. I put that up this afternoon along with a short from that as well. And thanks to Wayne for filming that one for me and getting that all done. And let's see, we flew the King Twin from Hobby King.
Uh-huh.
What else? So you flew the Frenzy. You got a lot of flights in on Saturday.
20 on Saturday. B-17.
Yeah,
20.
B-17 from Hobby King.
Yeah.
I mean, from Banana Hobby.
Yeah.
That's how old is that plane? 13. I've put up a video of that.
It's almost 15.
15 years old. That was Pete days, right? Wasn't that Pete days?
I guess.
You know Pete from Banana Hobby.
Oh yeah, I remember Pete.
Yeah. And let's see, what else do we fly?
You flew everything. J65.
I flew the J65.
Futura.
I did want to fly the L-37. I just didn't have time. We were just having good times flying stuff, man, just like this. So yeah, thanks, Michael. I appreciate it, man. That L-39 from Banana Hobby, guys, let me just tell you something. This is the manual. Fish on. This is the manual right here, guys, for that particular airplane. And I'm telling you, you can't beat that airplane. Super nice flying jet, very scale, down to the air brakes on it.
Brakes work good too.
The foam quality is amazing. That is the Aero foam. And as you guys well know, you've heard us talk enough about it on the show in here. We put the JP fan in that particular jet, guys. And I'm just telling you, you saw it off grass. I mean, it flew amazing. Now, Snow, I don't know if he's in here yet or not, but Snow commented on the video and he said there's a lot of grass flying through that fan, through the cheater holes. Well, you know, here in North Carolina, guys, and I'm sure where a lot of you are from, it's dead grass time of year. Everything's brown, and we keep our field really nice and cut. But you know, your thatch, as it's called, is going to suck up some. So considering, you know, that it was sucking it up and blowing it right back out, those are large cheater holes. I mean, they're big vents on the bottom of that jet. Didn't cause a problem, and it did fantastic. So, hey, Lionel, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I noticed that when I landed, and not a big deal, though, and could have been, you know, like I said, also on that flight was very nose heavy for air of caution. I told Wayne, when we CG that particular jet sitting in here on my CG machine that I built, it balanced out perfectly with the 6200s that you guys saw in the video. But for the flight, I moved them about a half an inch or better further forward just to err on the side of caution. And in doing that, yeah, we did have a little bit longer rollout, but it took off great. We've got a pretty long runway, so it took off great. It did great. Came in for a super nice landing, and It's the only jet I've got, guys, with brakes, and I'm telling you, I love the brakes.
You
on
had
that
to
thing.
use them because you're coming in hot.
Yeah, well, that was a no flat landing too.
It was hot.
I also
That's a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, for the second flight, I added a little bit of down elevator
So
to
no more ballooning.
Yeah, and I moved the battery a little bit further
Yeah,
back
that's good
as
too.
well too
Yeah,
for the second
sensible.
flight, and that made a difference. And I've got those videos too. I thought about putting them out for you guys, but I don't know if you care to see them. If you do, great. I put it in the comments, and I've got flight 2, flight 3, and I believe flight 4. And we can put those up if you guys would like to see them. But it is a phenomenal flying jet. Banana Hobby knocked it out of the park with that one, and I'm impressed with the setup. I went right by Rich Baker's video on YouTube for setting that jet up. He did the German scheme and put the JP fan in it. And
Was
I
that
did
a camo?
Yeah. I did exactly as he said, and it flew, I thought, perfectly just like his did. What's up, Adam? How you doing, man?
Adam's in the
Let's
house.
see. I flew a buddy's Airfoam L39 a couple weeks ago. It flies great. It did have an issue with the gear controller. Had to replace it. And, you know, it's funny you said that.
Yeah, that is funny.
My gear doors were doing the same thing. Lionel, I think, a while ago said something about the air brakes. It wasn't air brakes. It was actually the gear doors.
Yeah.
They work on the ground perfectly fine, but
Static.
you get them up in the air, and the gear go up, and the gear doors try to go up, and then they come right back down, and they don't want to go up. I don't know if it's a G-force thing, wind on them. We're going to try something different next time we fly it. Before I reach out to Carrie and talk to her about it, and see, you know, what they say if it doesn't perform right. But that could be an issue. But other than that, I mean, guys,
It's fine.
It flew amazing. Michael Fox, what's up, buddy? How are you tonight?
How's the foot?
Yeah, right. Not in his mouth, obviously.
No, you can't get it there.
Let's see. I tell you what, guys, while we are doing this, let's have a roll call. We've got like 39 guys. here tonight.
39. Woo!
Of course, we've got Wade here. We've got Jeff and Laura, Alabama.
Get the
or
dancing
LA
girls.
Jeff, as I like to call him. We've got Victor RC Jets, Mr. Victor Shemulus, Mike Bird. We've got Hamilton's Hanger in the house. What's up, Shay? How are you? Jim, let's see. Soyak, how are you? Keith Christie, Carl's in the house. George Watts, Mike Bird. Let's see. Pops 305. How are you? Good to have you here tonight. Defrost 42371. How are you? Richard Webb, Craig Beaven. Let's see who else we got here. And rolling down the list. Oh, yeah, we got Adam, Model Aviator, and Adam, you're doing a great job. Your channel's
Fantastic job.
fantastic,
I like
man.
the clear, concise, straight to the facts, none of the BS. This
Very
is how it's
good.
done. If you do it this way, it's fine. If you don't do it this way, you're going to have a problem.
That's right. You're doing a great job. We've got Jeff in the house. Fly High RC. What's up, buddy? How are you, man? Good to have you in here tonight, man. As always, we need to get together, do some flying. Let's see who else we got in here. Just going
Man,
down
there's
the list.
43 in here.
I'm telling you, man, we've got
we got something we're giving away or something?
Chick 6. What's up, buddy? Let's see. Just
Dancing
going down
Girl's
the list.
supposed to be
Roach
here?
Coach, how are you, man? That little dancing pigs come across the screen. It's like
I don't need no pig with lipstick. I don't need a pig with lipstick.
Let's see. I'm trying to catch up with everything here, guys. I
Good luck.
appreciate all of
It
you,
just
man.
goes too fast.
Dan, what's up, Dan? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here tonight. Silver Fox RC, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. That's my buddy Eric. Let's see who else we got in here. On Approach RC, Tim Touton. There's my man. Hope you're doing good tonight, buddy.
Jimmy.
Okay. So Adam says, how's the F-14 going? Same
Well,
thing.
we were just talking about that before we started coming on. I just got all the cameras set up. I just got them all working, so they're all playing my violin just like he's doing. I need him to come over to troubleshoot a few things. The angles are wrong, and anyway, I need someone to give me a overview. You know how you get tunnel vision when you work by yourself because you think you got it all covered, but you don't.
Yeah.
And if someone's standing 3 feet behind you, they can see everything you're doing wrong.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
right.
a wife. Everything, you know exactly what you're doing wrong.
Well, you know, hey.
Free advice. But anyway,
That's
I
right.
had it out of the box. I had the overhead camera, the forward, I had the whole deal, and I'm right there.
That's right. And Nukes has got a new turbine video up tonight. I saw that pop up a
Ooh.
while ago, guys. So once we get done with this, don't do it now. Check it out. And give him some love here and some thumbs up and comments and all that good stuff. We got 45 guys.
I know.
coming
What's
here.
up with that?
We need a bell to ring. Ding, 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 ding. You know what I mean? That's what you need to get, man. It's a bell. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much. See? There's your bell. Oh,
We got
Lord.
a dog bell.
Mason, come here, buddy.
Come on,
Say hey.
get
Come
up here.
on.
Say hi to
Say
everybody.
hey to everybody.
Look at this.
Tell them, hey, look.
No, look that way.
Look. It's Mason.
It's like George Jetson with hair.
What are you doing? What,
There's
boo?
George Jetson.
Yeah, man.
All right, hit the road.
All right, buddy.
Hit the road.
Show's over. Pack
Get
your
over there.
bags.
No sniff stick. Get over there.
And guys, also
Come on.
in that L39 that I was flying in the video, this right here, amazing. This is the Demon, the Bavarian Demon inside. This is the Cortex Pro, guys.
I got you.
This right here is amazing, and it is so locked in. It is just a flip of a switch, guys, and it's great. Tim, thank you, man. I appreciate it, buddy.
Woo! Another
Bless your
10.
heart. That's
He
right.
never buys me a drink with that.
He's lying. He gets free planes, man. I mean, what more do you want?
That's
you know?
true. I ain't arguing that
Jesus
point.
Christ.
I'm waiting for the 14 to drop.
No, that 14, only way it's going to drop is if I screw up.
It's going to
with
be in the
it.
backdrop of the other 14.
Don't even talk about it dropping. We don't want to talk about
Drop
it
it like
dropping.
it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And this plane you're seeing here, guys, this is my fully customized Corsair, the Flightline.
It's cool. I like all the
1600
hub.
millimeter, guys.
That's neat.
Isn't that big? That's a big prop, isn't it? And
It
if you
is.
notice all the copper wiring I
did.
did on the radial engine in here. Yeah.
I can put stickers on. That's all I
this
do.
is painted in the this is called the
Pappy Boynton.
no, this is the Jolly Roger.
Oh, the
That's what it's
Jolly
called.
Roger.
This was the Baba Black Sheep.
Yeah, I love that series.
And guys, I've had a lot of great
Robert
comments
Conrad.
on this particular airplane in the videos and stuff. I actually had to work on one of the gear that, as you guys know, these gear come down and they rotate or go up and rotate.
That is correct.
So I had to work on it a little bit, and but yeah, and if you show them underneath, man, that's what's hot, sexy. See all that this is all custom painted, guys. This plane, as you well know, it came almost like a dark navy blue, and every bit of this, all of it is totally customized and painted. And I mixed the paint and everything for this one, and the weathering and all. So
It's cool.
yeah, and it flies incredible.
That's good.
Any of you guys that have the Flightline or the Spitfire Corsair, you guys know that these Flightline planes fly incredibly well.
Really good.
So
Especially-
yeah,
Especially when you miss the bean rows.
yeah, well, exactly on takeoff.
'Cause I
You just
was,
gotta- yeah,
I watched
uh-huh.
it happen. I was there. I watched that thing clip, and I go, oh,
Yeah.
I know he's going to skip, and the trunnion's going to be stripped, and then there you are.
There
we
you
fixed
are.
it.
Got to fix it. Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. This is one of my pride and joys that I custom painted. My Spitfire is also custom done with the Invasion stripes. But yeah, I love doing this kind of stuff, man. This is
Dude,
just
you're
my
almost
thing.
to 50.
Wow. Ooh.
I don't think
Ding,
you've
ding,
ever
ding,
had
ding,
that
ding,
many.
ding. I know, man. We're killing it. We're killing it. Mason, give us a bark. Give us a bark. He's like, what the hell are you beating? No, see, he's smarter than that, man.
Yeah, he must be.
Mason, you see that? Look, you see, yes, he's such a good boy. All right.
No kisses.
All right, get down.
Get down on it.
But yeah, I love painting stuff like this and doing the details. And somebody commented on my L39 and said that they love the inside of the fuselage, the way everything was laid
The
out,
carbon fiber.
and the carbon. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm telling you, that whole inside, I'm that way with every airplane. I'm so peculiar with detail. I don't like to see a bunch of wires, and I don't like to see a bird's nest and things like that. So
Like my B-17.
yeah. I'm as peculiar about the inside of the airplane as I am the outside of the airplane.
That's why
So,
Tara doesn't come on the show.
I guess, man. But she did the decals for this one.
Did she?
Yeah.
Wow.
She made the decals
That's
for
cool.
this plane, man. So yeah, very, very cool. She did
Nice.
a great job. That F-16 that's Arctic Camo, she did all of those decals. So yeah, she does some really cool stuff. Matter of fact, Marshall wants me to do Witch Hunter for his Mustang.
Which one?
One of his Mustangs, he asked me the other
Well,
night,
he only
so-
owns 13 Mustangs. This guy, I've never seen anybody so infatuated with one plane. He's got like 13 P-51s.
Yeah.
And he was flying so good for so long, you just knew something was going to be happening because he was doing great. And then what happened?
Well, he came in a little hot.
Yeah, came in hot, and then it was a crosswind, and then
he started crabbing.
And I don't think he fit any rudder in there to correct, because I seen you going like this.
Yeah, I was backing out of the way like, oh, God. Well, the pilot stations pull him in, like you were telling me.
That's what I told him. I said, there's something about balsa and pilot stations that's pure magnetic, because everybody seems to get right next to it.
That's right, man. I mean, it pulls them right in.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's catch up with some comments here. E-Flight has some sloppy wiring out of the box. Yeah, you got that right. Again, any of them can. I'm just very peculiar. I like to hide as much stuff as I can.
Credit card statements?
I mean, with that too. But I will lift the floor out of the plane, the balsa tray, and hide things underneath that. So yeah, I just don't like to see it, and I try to camouflage it as best I can. Let's see here. Shay, how are you doing, man? I've seen you doing some stuff lately. You doing all right, man? Probably cold enough for you out where you are right about now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 19 here on Saturday night.
Yeah. Let's see.
Friday night.
Shay said L39 is awesome and nice flying. Surprised that the JP Hobby is an outrunner. I did not know that. Still performs. It performs incredibly well, man.
It's smooth. I mean, you can set a glass of water on the wing and it won't ripple.
There's no vibration.
It's amazing.
It comes factory balanced in the whole 9 yards.
It's impressive.
It sounds amazing. So, yeah, I'm super impressed by that fan.
It sounds just like a turbine.
It does. Yeah, it does. Yep. That's how
you like that?
Yeah.
I do that all day long. Whoa.
Yeah.
We're at 50.
50. Ding,
ding,
ding, ding. Okay, that's enough of that. Having OCD helps. Yes, it's a curse. I'm very OCD over stuff. I'm very funny about.
Yeah, I'll have to admit I've watched it. Because I sent him a picture of my studio. I'm setting everything up, the cameras, the batteries, the lights, the this and that. And I got all the wires everywhere. And the first comment that he sends back is nothing to do with the cameras, the lights, not the booms, and not anything. It's, hey, man, you got to tighten up those wires. You can't have those wires like that. I'm going, yeah. I left them like that so you can comment like that.
Well, and I did.
And he did. That was the first thing that came out. He said, you can't have those wires all over the place.
Mom says she's the 50th. She gets surprised.
Woo! Mom,
that's right. That's right. Yeah. So guys, in case you let me put this up here real quick and show this. There we go. All right. So Mr. Tim Toutant busting out with the B1B, possibly June. Find out more this weekend. That is a must-have.
Yeah, that's a sexy plane, man. It's just got hips. It's got.
Yeah,
everything.
It's got it all, man. The gear are incredibly beautiful.
Yeah. It's...
again, and I'm gonna tell you guys,
and the promo was excellent.
Oh, it is very well put together. Jeremy Saltz, they did a fantastic job. And I'm gonna tell you this, guys. We were talking about this at the field this weekend. If the B1B, if the quality is as nice as the J65 from X-Fly,
nice.
And it flies that well,
it's gonna be nice,
guys. It's going to be a home run across the board, man. I mean, it's like everybody's going to want this thing. I know I'm going to get mine. That is definitely going to happen. It's just a beautiful, beautiful airplane.
Twin 70s, right? Just like
Twin
J65.
70s, yeah, same as the J65.
Is that 80 amp VCs? What do you got on that?
Those are 80, I think.
80
amp, yeah. And I'm telling you guys, the J65 just flies like it's on rails. It's just a beautiful,
it's really smooth.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It looks good.
So if this B1 is anything like the quality, just in the paint job, the foam, then add the gear, then add the ESCs and the fan, guys, this is going to just be something that's out of this world. And yeah, everybody's definitely looking forward to it. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that, man. I'm very happy with it. It flies incredibly well. So yeah, again, it's going to be a force to reckon with. A lot of companies is going to really step up the bar.
That's like the first one that someone's actually stepped outside the, in a long time.
Yeah,
I can't remember when did that come out.
Gosh, that's been out for a while,
Yeah,
man.
but I mean, no one's really come out with anything that's really popping and different.
Well, you know, the thing that I will say is the F-14 from Freewing, which is up here in the rack, it's super nice and it's pretty scale. I've had to do several mods to it, to like that Dustin and Rich Baker designed and made. And again, it's awesome jet, but to me, the flagship of Freewing is the A-10. I mean,
that's true. That's just fun.
That's just the biggest.
That's the one we forgot to say that you flew.
Yeah, we flew that one this weekend too. That's just, to me, the Freewing A-10 is just big. It's scale. It's beautiful. It flies great. It's got plenty of power. It's very efficient.
Wind doesn't. Was it 16 pounds?
Yes.
So it's got plenty of weight to go.
Yeah, and it just flies slow. It flies fast. And that's only with the 80. You can upgrade it to 90 millimeter fans if you choose. But
I was told not to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, you know how that works.
We'll find out.
But that's why I didn't ever upgrade the A-10. There's no
flies
need
great
to.
the way it is.
Yeah, and it's very efficient. I can get 4.5. Some people get 5 and 6 minutes out of that A-10, depending on how you milk the throttle, which Marshall probably couldn't.
Marshall doesn't know what a throttle is. Marshall's stick is bent like this.
Yeah, he's like firewall the whole time.
Beyond firewall.
I'm like, Marshall, you got to back out of that thing.
What do you mean I got to back off?
Yeah. What, man? I'm at
man. I'm at 118. I got to get 120. I got to do it. Well,
that's after 5 minutes of flight. And he's bringing the battery.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his packs all the way down to like what 17%, 8%. They're all swollen up. I go, hey, did you put a smoke system on that P-51? No, I ain't got no smoke system. Well, something's smoking, and it ain't smoke.
Right. Yeah, man. Wow, look at that effect.
I watched him smoke one. He came across with it. Well, it was a P-51, and he upgraded. What was it, a 4-cell? I think he upgraded to 6.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so whatever he did, he would just you can only go so long, and heat is your enemy. You have to manage your heat. If you manage your heat, you'll be fine. But anyway. He's coming along. You know how he does, right? I said, hey, Marshall, last time you came across, looks like there's a smoke trail. Oh, no, that's not a smoke trail. So he goes back around again. I said, hey, Marshall, that's a smoke trail. Hey, Marshall, that's fire. I got the pictures. You know what? It's in my phone.
Oh, God.
And it was on fire. And it was just like in the movies. It was going just fine. All of a sudden,
and it went in quick. You know, that's the end.
You know what? Let me look up the pictures because they're pretty.
Yeah, it was something else, man.
Yeah, it was something else. Right.
That's definitely for a video. You got to have that one on video. But yeah, you know, coolness is your friend. Ventilation is your friend.
All right.
Okay, so you got hold on. All right, here we
just
go.
In case you think we're all just fluff talking here.
Okay. Damn.
Now you tell me
that's it. Damn.
Right there? Is that good?
Yeah, that looks good.
You tell me, does it look
off.
like he was pushing the limits?
Yeah, I think the whole nose is hanging out.
Okay, now I got some more. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
There's the front end.
Oh, wow. God.
And then we were checking to see if we could save the ESC.
Uh-huh. No,
there's the battery pack. I said, hey, Marshall, no problem.
No wonder.
A little bit of tape and it'll be just fine.
Little foam tack.
That one out.
Yeah, a little foam tack.
There you go. Look at that. There's the wing root right there all the way through. Just fire. There's the final.
Yeah, Marshall got to have his certification to fly electric airplanes, doesn't he? You know?
I mean, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was a fun day.
Yeah, and like I said, no wonder it was so much smoke because that battery looked like it was just like...
It smokes more than batteries, I can tell you that.
Philip said that'll buff right out.
It'll buff right out, man.
Little foam filler, little foam tack. Yeah,
I had to let that thing sit and simmer until the fire went out before I could even touch it. I mean, between the lithium, and you don't want to breathe that. If you've ever smelt lithium and when it's on fire, I don't think it's very healthy because I had 3 nostrils.
Damn.
When I got done breathing, it's nasty.
God.
When Mike put in his outlaw, I picked up the lipos. It was smoking. It was puffing. I mean, it was like this,
you
right?
Think? Yeah, he smacked.
And he goes, "Well, do you think you can take it back?" So literally, I was holding the motor and the ESC and the pack all by the wire outside my car as I'm driving back. and the fumes got in my car, and it's just horrible. I mean, I don't know, putrid smell. It's not like a dead chicken in summer
it's
at the
sulfur,
bottom
man.
of it.
It's terrible. Yeah,
It was horrible.
There's Snow. Snow says Aerofoam has already broken that 1K boundary, so Banana will have no qualms. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, man. They're killing the game. I'm telling you, man. They are definitely killing the game, and they're bringing the heat, man. They're setting the bar for, foam airplanes. I hate to say it, but, some people say, oh, well, they're foam, beer should be in foam. Well, you know what? You can fly beer around in my jet. Okay. Put you a can of beer in there and fly it around if that makes you happy. And then when it starts to foam all out, I mean, hey, but guys, I'm just saying, call it what you want to. They're definitely killing it with these foam airplanes over at X-Fly and Banana Hobby, man.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's nice.
saying.
It's all nice. It's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Good
and,
stuff.
And let's be honest too. We love balsa now.
Love balsa. I love carbon fiber.
Yeah,
I love composite.
That's right. Love a little bit.
Love the Carf.
Yeah,
I just can't afford. I love that big A4 they have. The landing gear alone is what, $5,000?
Oh yeah,
$5,000. I only paid $2,100 for my truck. Okay, so I don't think I'll be getting one of those, but I'd love to look at it.
That's right. But I mean, the bar is really being stepped up.
It's crazy what they're doing with foam, because back in the day, if you guys remember Hobby Shack, it used to be Hobby Shack, and then it became Hobby People because it was politically correct, so they wanted to upgrade.
Yeah.
I even went down to headquarters and was offering to buy the franchise. I was that stupid back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, I was reading those Think Big books.
You're thinking that.
I was thinking really big and stupid. And then they went bankrupt like 3 years later, or whatever. They shut the doors down. But if you remember the foam that they used to sell, $19.99, you can go get the foam airplane, high wing. I think it was a Cessna. All styrofoam, and you can put a .10. I had a .10 OS with no bearings. It was plain bearing, just a bronze bushing.
Yeah.
Man, I love that plane. That's what I learned how to fly.
There you go. Well, and guys, as we all saw last week, let's address another thing that Horizon Hobby came out with the V3 of the Carbon ZT T28.
Oh, the yellow one.
The yellow one, the big bird.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you guys. I love the way the T28 flew. I had it. I sold mine to Jeff with Jeff and Bobby. I think Jeff's actually sold it again himself.
What?
Yeah.
What is he, a dealer?
Well, Jeff's like me, man. If he can make money on something and he flies it, he's done with it.
Man, I don't sell anything. Everything I have is stored.
Well, again, hey, I got what I wanted for it. I felt like it was a fair price, and I think he got more money than he paid me for it, so I get it. But that being said, everybody said, well, I wish Horizon would come out with the smart version of the T28. Well, guess what? They did. Okay. Well, that being said, I'm not impressed, and I'm just putting it out there where it is.
Color?
Well, I'm not impressed with the color. I'm not impressed that they put a $5 set of lights on it. And they said that they upgraded the landing gear. Now, that being said, they used the same struts, okay, which are the piano wire plastic struts, guys. Now, to me, that airplane is screaming for some nice struts, some aluminum oleos. I mean, it's screaming for it, right?
I get it.
And
nothing better than a beautiful set of legs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they all they did was change the paint color. They put a set of $5 lights on it that probably cost them 50 cents. And they put a smart ESC in it. They kept the same motor, same prop. So, I mean, come on now. I like the airplane. That's why I had one. But again, if you're going to upgrade something, then let's do more than just change the paint color and put a set of 50-cent lights on it and call it,
Did the price point change at all?
Yes, it did.
Because of shipping?
I suppose it went up to $569 plug-in binding fly, I think, and it was $500 before, so $70 increase. But with that being said, I will say this: I will have another T28, but it will not be that one. Legend Hobby is getting ready to come out in the summer with an 86-inch balsa T28 that comes with aluminum gear, guys. and the gear
that
comes with the gear, and the gear are correct. Okay, they are beautiful. They are awesome. And the thing that they're waiting on right now is they're deciding on the paint job. Now I'm hoping that they will either make it the red and white, or the blue and white would look nice. That would be option number 2. I don't care about the yellow. I just don't. Or if nothing else, let me cover it myself. Send it to me in just the balsa and the white cowl, and I can paint the cowl whatever I want, and I can cover it myself. So yeah, I can do it, but I will probably get the Legend Hobby because it's going to be beautiful, and they're throwing things up on Facebook about it and things like that. So yeah, I've never dealt with Legend Hobby. That would be the first plane I would probably ever have from them, and I'm hoping that from what I hear from you guys and other people, I think I'll be very impressed with what I see because I've heard nothing but good things about Legend Hobby. And then we will put a motor system in it.
You want it to go, right?
I want it to scream and deliver
I got
the
you
mail.
covered there.
So we definitely will have it doing some good things. I don't think the price is out of line for the T28. They did $100 upgrades and it didn't look like. Yeah, I mean, again, $70 for putting the ESC and some lights in it. Okay, whatever. But at the same time, the struts are killing it, man. I mean, I'm just, again, those plastic piano wires are just.
That's on my B17 from 15 years ago.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like, come on, man. Anyway, yeah, I'll definitely wait for the one to come from Legend Hobby, and it'll be balsa. And we know balsa just flies better. Balsa flies better.
Carbon even flies better than balsa.
Mike Bird said, not happy if it still got the crappy gear. Well, they supposedly upgraded the servos for the gear. Now, again, hopefully they did. They should have, but they still got the same piano wires.
And this is E-Flight?
Yes, that is the E-Flight T20 Carbon Z T28. And Ken Sprouse said the price doesn't carry the weight on what you get. It had a 70 amp regular ESC in the version 2 and 1. So to have the smart ESC is nice. You get reverse with that. It probably comes with a fan built on it. That's pretty decent, I guess.
But you're still not a fan.
No, I just and the color killed it for me.
Canary, you don't like the Canary?
Yeah,
I mean, what is it about yellow you don't like?
Well, on that plane, I just don't like it. I do like yellow, just not on that plane.
Is it like a yellow orange or?
No, it's like
Big Bird.
Canary. No, it's
like this.
It's like it's like that rag over there. Yeah, it is bright yellow. So yeah, it's just not my thing. I mean, and I still appreciate the airplane for what it is because they do fly great. I take nothing from that. But again, from what I've heard from several guys on here, yeah, that's it. Is that
what it looks like?
Yeah, with black stripes. From what I've heard from several guys on here, even the flaps and things. Okay, so it's $619 is what it is. I thought it was $589. It's $569. It is
free shipping.
It's $619. Yeah, I mean that's again. So Eric, that really that is a lot more money. Harbor Freight.
I think the J65 is on sale.
Screen was $29 ready to fly. Damn, you hear that? Michael Barr said Harbor Freight has a new T28. It's lime green, but it's only $29 and ready to fly.
Right on.
I hear that. Hey Tim, good night, buddy. Thank you for coming as always, man.
See you, Tim.
And, good luck with that. Good luck and thank you for everything. Big salute to you, man.
Take off.
Exactly. Wheels up. But yeah, like I said, Ken Sprouse said the color killed it for sure for him as well. And Tim actually is a bird guy. You think he'd like the yellow, but I
don't know. Everybody's kind of funky when it comes to color. Everybody's different.
Everybody, and there are guys that like the yellow.
Yeah,
I mean, but from what I've heard as well, you guys remember how version 1 and 2, the flaps were really weak and they had foam hinges. And I always tape with clear tape or blend derm my hinges.
That's
and stuff.
what I do.
Well, that's another thing. They're still saying this plane still got no plastic hinges. It's all still weak
foam, just that thin foam and the layer in the mold.
And the flaps on those planes are notorious for coming off.
Oh, that's bad.
So yeah.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe
So,
they'll send
yeah.
us one. We could try it out.
Well, I doubt they'll send me one, but that's
Why?
okay. I just doubt they will.
Hey, Flight, send me one.
Yeah, I sent him one.
I'll give you an honest review.
Yeah, that's why they.
Ask
wouldn't
my
send it to us. Yeah, red, white, and blue never disappoints, Ken. That's right. The blue and white Continental, I think it is the Continental
Is that the
scheme.
what color you painted? The one that was sitting there
Yes,
for so long?
yes, that was really
nice.
pretty.
That
Yeah,
was really
with
nice.
the gold
Yeah,
accent
that's
stripe.
nice.
That's a very pretty scheme. I
That's
can
real
deal
nice.
with that. It's more of a navy scheme.
Yeah.
So is the red and white though, but the red white on a T28 is just like the go-to, Let's see. On 2mm plane, you should have big ones. Yeah, you should have big ones on a 2mm plane. Big hinges.
Oh,
exactly.
What?
I'm not seeing comments on the screen. I don't know what to tell you then, Mark.
No comments? I got them.
Yeah, the Hobby King version, Ken. Excuse me. y'all see what Wayne gave me from last week?
No. There ain't no kissing going on.
Yeah, ain't none of that. But he brought this crap over here. Yeah, he told me last week, man, I got this head cold thing going on. Yeah,
I've been blowing snot like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll have it again next week.
I've been having 2 rolls of toilet paper, one in each pocket. And I just got down the roll and I just go like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Hated it.
Yeah, I mean, again, you can paint anything. I can do it. I did one for a guy down in Florida, and I painted it the Continental scheme, which was the blue and white with the gold. It looked beautiful. So it can be done, but again, hey, Dan, have a good night, man. Thank you for coming by.
Later, Dan the man.
Hangar 88, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, like I said,
I sneezed on my SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, you do see the yellow ones at air shows and things like that. Said Hangar 51 said, I'm allergic to Wayne for the first
F you,
time.
Kenny.
F you, Kenny. Oh, Lord. Yeah, no doubt. But no, I come over here last week and say, man, I got this bad head cold. And I'm like, oh, great, thanks. So now I have the head cold. And it's sad when you start feeling it Friday night. And you get
it takes
up
3-4 days.
Well, yeah, but you get up Saturday morning and you give yourself a COVID test just to be sure that.
No, I didn't do that. I just wiped the snot off my pillow.
Oh no, I didn't want to go around all my friends at the airfield, especially if I knew something. So then I was negative Saturday. So then I turned around and did it again Sunday before I went to the field, and I was negative again. I said, well, you know what? After 2 clear tests, I'm good, man. So it's just a head cold. At this day and time, if you get a head cold, people look at you like, you don't have COVID, do you?
I've had the jab 600 times. You can't get it. Don't you watch the news?
Right, exactly. That's what they said.
That's
what they said. I said, yeah, but I ain't paying that much. It needs to be repainted. I hear you, buddy.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot. $619. I thought it was $569. That might be the plug and play.
Maybe. I only paid $199 for mine.
Oof. Yeah, well. Yeah, and it is visible in the sky, man. I mean, I take nothing from it. And if people, have a hard time seeing things, I get it. So that is a good thing for the yellow. But again, I just was not impressed right out of the box when I first saw, wow, it's yellow. And then I saw the same struts. Just saying, man.
It is what it is.
So
on a positive note.
Yeah. It's the T28. It flies great.
It fly great.
It fly great.
Definitely got the right everything. It's almost like a docile A10.
Yeah.
Got straight wing, a little bit of taper.
Yep.
You can fly it in any crosswind.
Well, it'll crawl. It'll come by to crawl. When those barn doors hanging down, it'll crawl by like this.
Yeah.
And I had the sound system in mind. And it sounded great. That's why Jeff, he bought it. He really liked it. And I had lights that I put on mine. And guys, you can put lights on anything. Any of the blue boxes that come in the jets and stuff that you don't like or you're going to throw away, save those because they're great for lights in your other planes. All you got to do is, it's the blue box that comes in free wing jets. And like this plane's got a blue box.
Oh, you mean for the light system?
Well, no, for the whole wing plugs into the blue box.
Oh.
But there's other places there that you can hook in lights. And so save the blue boxes.
I
Don't
see
get
what
rid
you're
of them.
saying. That blue box right
Yeah,
there.
there's more places to put more lights if you choose to.
Okay, yeah.
So don't ever get rid of those guys, because a lot of people take them out of their planes and they want to discard them. Don't do that.
Go ahead and point to the blue box.
The blue box is sitting right here in this particular airplane. As you can see it right here, that's where your wing connectors go in. But if you look down at the bottom here, Wayne, all these pins that are open, a lot of those are light pins, man.
I see. So they're available.
Yeah,
Future.
they're open. Yeah, so you can plug in lights. So basically, all you have to do is take the box out of your airplane, put it in another airplane, plug it into your receiver, and then it downgrades the power from the receiver, so you can plug in all the LED lights you want.
Oh.
Some of them will flash, some of them will blink, some of them will stay lit. It'll tell you on the box or in the the manual that comes with the airplane. It'll tell you what place does what on the blue box. So if you ever want to just have the light factor from the blue box, they're great for that
cool.
because it steps down the power.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
What is the voltage for lighting?
Do what now?
The lighting voltage. What is it? Do you know?
The typically LED lights is going to
3,
be
2,
around
1.5, 3.
I think it's
Maybe they know. They know more than we know.
Well, I think it's typically like 4 volts.
Okay. Is he right or is he wrong? He says it's 4. I say it's less.
Well, I know when I did the step down on my case, my charge case, I had to step it down to 5 volts. And typically your LED lights are pulling 4.5.
All right.
You don't want to be over 5 because you'll blow them.
That's right.
So that's just
kind of like that servo that Mike did.
Yes.
The ICs melted and he had 2 non-nons coming up.
Exactly.
On his jet, on his turbo.
So Ken Sprouse says, I've kept several blue boxes, never knew what to use them for. Well, now you know, Ken, because
send them to us.
I'll take them, man. They're great for lights. And if any of you guys ever buy a plane and you want more lights, they work fantastic. That's for cool. That. So, okay, 5 volts. See, I was right. See, Keith Christie says 1.8 to 2.2 volts. So, you know, but typically no more than 5 volts.
Yeah,
no more than 5.
I agree with that.
On an LED light. If you do, you're going to blow
engineer, but yeah.
Well, you're going to blow them if you do.
Isn't that the same thing with Christmas lights? Isn't it like low
it's
voltage for the LEDs?
4, I think, is what they are.
But I wonder how far you can go on a string before the voltage drops.
Oh, yeah. Up it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, that's just like with landscape lighting outside.
Yeah, the low voltage.
You know, by the time you get to the end, the last one's the dimmest.
I know. I mess with that all the time.
Who sells the best light set? Well, there's a guy on Facebook right now. Anybody drop his name in here because I know you guys have seen him. And he sells awesome LED lights for jets and airplanes. And I cannot think of the name of it right now. But they really, his lights are very scale and look really nice.
Not the candy lights.
Electrodynamics sells great light kits for bigger planes. Okay, very nice. So let's see. Motion sells a really bright set. Something
about candy lights, something
yes,
for the upscale, the big XXL stuff.
Yeah, and like I said, that guy's on Facebook.
I mean, it's like the high beams on my truck.
Yeah, and he runs ads up there a lot of times, and the back of his lights are silver, and he has for jets and
Sky Candy. That's
Sky
it.
Candy. There you
Josh
go.
Bunn hit it.
There you go.
I've seen it on that dude in the lighter side of RC. That dude in Canada, he's excellent.
Yep, there you go. He does custom stuff. So
yeah, he's way up there, high dollar stuff. I'm Ashtray Aviation, so if you want to hang around,
hey, but it looks nice. I mean, you know, depends on what you're putting it in. You know,
that's exactly what it is. I got it on my pickup truck outside.
Yeah, I mean, you know, so yeah, but guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm telling you, I'm excited about this B1 coming out. Are
they here yet? They haven't even left the factory on a boat.
Well, they're supposed to announce the release date. They said they're gonna have more information out this weekend.
And where the heck were they filming all that in the snow and the ice?
That is out in Denver, I believe, in the what do they call it, the flatlands.
So they're way up. No, if they're in the flatland, they ain't no way up elevation.
Well,
it could be.
Well, that's why he's flat, and then there's mountains all around behind him. Yeah, because
if you've ever been up that road that goes all the way into not Vail, but Denver, and you come down there, I swear, you're going like this, and then you can just feel the vehicle going, oh, because there's no atmosphere.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the van's full. I had it floored, and I'm going, oh, am I going to make it? Because we're at 5,000 feet.
Wow.
I had to look at my supercharger.
Well, that's where Jeremy Soltz, he does all of his filming, and it's some of the most beautiful area.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And
it was cold, I bet.
Yeah, there's
Lots of
always snow
atmosphere.
on the mountains and a lot of times
It's
on
pretty.
the ground. But now it's beautiful weather there all times of the year. There used to be another guy that I used to watch. He flew the T-45 Goshawk. He was on YouTube a lot with the T-45. He was out in that area as well, but he flew off of hard-packed clay. And I cannot think of his name right now, but he was one of the first guys I started watching flying the T-45 because he flew the snot out of it.
Jeremy Stoll is in Utah.
Okay, so there you go.
I've been there. I've been to
There you
St. George. Went to school there. They didn't say I learned anything. I just said I went to school there.
But it's beautiful out there.
Pretty.
Man. It's
It was
gorgeous.
pretty clean.
Yeah. There's RC Informer. What's up, Rich?
RC Informer. Is
Hey.
he on the ground or is he in the 757 flying? What are you doing? 550 miles an hour right
He's
now?
probably on the
100 mile an hour
ground tonight.
tailwind?
Hey, Rich, in case you didn't see my L39 video finally today,
Yes.
I gave you some props there at the end of the video, man, for your
Setup.
build, your setup, everything, because I followed yours to the T, and my L39 flew incredible.
Yeah, just simple. Just, everything worked except for the gear doors, but we don't know.
Yeah, the
that.
gear doors are just acting a little crazy,
Yeah, I don't know if
but
it's a voltage thing
it
or
could
what.
be, yeah. But
Everything else is awesome.
he said he just watched it, so thank you very much. But yeah, Rich, I built it exactly like
Mhm.
you did in your
Mhm.
video, man, and I'm telling you, it was perfect,
It was
perfection,
literally there was not a burp or a hiccup or
nothing. It was great, exactly. And you know, like I said, the gear doors, I'm thinking there's something either as a safety feature,
yeah, like too much amperage and then it won't go because like you got a finger stuck or something.
yeah, something, or either it's the wind pressing on them when I'm
Could
taking,
be,
when I'm,
but man, it just doesn't seem right. They work static, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden you put a little load on it, and
yeah, they work great static. We tried them several times. Tell Terry how well the setup was. Oh, trust me, man. I don't worry. She knows. That setup was incredible. JP fan. I love it, man. I'm very impressed by it. So he said he's got a fix for the gear doors, man. Well, please tell me, send it to me, man. 'cause-
So it's not just us; it's someone else had the same problems with the gear doors.
yeah, well, somebody else in here said that they had to get a new sequencer for theirs.
Oh, so it's in the board.
I guess, yeah, but Rich may know a different way to.
It just
fix
seems
that.
like it's not getting the voltage that's supposed to give it the to get them and close them, and then it just
Yeah.
goes back to neutral or whatever the other way.
Mikey or Mickey. It is the L39 Albatross from Aerofoam and Banana Hobby, and it flies amazing. Rich Baker has done several builds on these particular jets. He did the camo, the German camo. He
Mhm.
did the red and white one. And his builds on these jets are incredible with the JP fan. And I followed it per the letter. And his setup for the ailerons, for everything. And you saw it.
That was perfect.
Perfect.
Everything was mathematically correct.
Yes.
If it's correct on the ground, it's going to be correct in the air.
And it was. And that fan,
It was flawless.
that fan can be a you know what to put in that jet. But guys, I'm telling you, it's worth the build. And if you do it just like Rich says, it's really it's intricate, but it's not impossible.
It's worth the effort.
It's worth all the effort.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rich, thank you so much for putting out that super informative video, man. It really got it done for me. And I'll tell anybody, if you don't do it right, that jet is not going to perform properly. And it's
Nothing does if it's not set
no,
up
it's
right.
got to be done right. So,
But there was a flaw. There was one.
What?
You didn't let me fly it.
Yeah, well, you fly goofy. And, he's mode 4, people. I can't, if I could just hand him the radio, it'd be different.
You
but,
could.
I
There's
could.
but nothing's stopping you.
Okay, well,
I can fly it. I can fly in mode 2.
you can.
I can.
Okay, well, I'll see some other things floating in mode 2 first,
Okay.
and then I'll hand
You
you
got
the
it.
radio, okay?
All right. We'll
All
try
right.
the frenzy.
Yeah, there we go. Switch it over. If that's the case, go ahead and switch over your
Well,
big
you
turbine.
fly the frenzy in mode 4 first.
I don't need to fly in mode 4. I have no desire to fly in mode 4.
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to learn to fly in the regular mode.
I can fly regular mode.
Well, then fly the big turbine.
I am more comfortable. Well, I could set it up that way, and I could do that.
You should.
Laken's-Home.
Yeah, you should. You need to get it done.
I know. I'm tired of looking at it.
I mean, either that or sell it back to Robert and let him get it done.
No,
I
I
mean,
ain't gonna do that. I got too much
Gosh.
time involved.
I mean,
I think I
so
have a picture of it in here somewhere.
it's a beautiful jet.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Some big gold
15.
turbine, guys. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's the old Skymaster.
Yeah, nice one. But he's got to get it. He's got to get his certification. And when you don't have anybody that can buddy box him because he flies goofy, or as we say,
It's
mode
not
4,
goofy.
It is goofy.
No,
because if
not.
it wasn't goofy, other people would do it. Nobody else
They're
is
just,
doing it.
I mean, I'm set apart.
That's like saying if you're right-handed, then I'm wrong-handed because I'm left-handed. You know what I mean? So
You're left-handed?
yes.
Are you really?
Yes.
Since birth, or did you force yourself?
No, I am. That's why I'm so creative. That's why I can paint. And draw
Really?
and, yeah,
I
build.
did not know that. I never noticed that. I never seen you write.
Now I see how much you've noticed. now my feelings are hurt.
I don't remember you writing left-handed.
I write like this, you know. I mean, it's crazy. Use flaps for takeoff. Wait a minute. Use flaps for takeoff with the L39. It's heavy and greatly improves take. Yeah, well, exactly. Now the flight that I did today, I think I can't remember if I did flaps or not because no, I didn't land with flaps because I was already nose heavy because I was erring to the side of caution with the nose heavy. We moved the battery back for the second and third flight, and it was so much better and used flaps. So yeah, I second that all the way. But again, the first flight I was trying to go to the edge of caution with the battery being nose heavy, and it was nose heavy. So
yeah, it was because I could see it taking
Yeah.
a little bit longer to get off because you
Yeah.
had to wait for it to get up.
yeah, but the second and third
No,
flight,
it popped right up.
it was fantastic. Yep. But it's just the gear doors. It's the gear doors.
Yeah,
And,
like I said, it might be on the board because it seems like a voltage thing.
Rich, I'm gonna call you because I got to find out. Yeah, the MB339 looks like a great flyer.
What's the difference? They look so similar.
Rich also did that build and set that one up as well, and it looked fantastic. And he flew the snot out of that one too. And you flew that one actually on the factory Change Sun, and that's the one that we were telling people last week.
I think the Chang Sun has more thrust, but I don't think it has a higher efflux. It just has more thrust.
right,
Because didn't Bobby, when he flew his, it looked like he had more thrust on takeoff.
but
Because
he does
their
not.
field, man, it goes like this. I don't think some of those planes would take off
Right,
if it
yeah.
doesn't have a divot to go.
Yeah, but he also he didn't have as much top end with it.
That's what I'm saying. It's a trade-off.
Yeah. If you're going to have more thrust, you're going to lose top end. And
you gotta
I'd rather
find a
have
happy
the top
spot.
end. Yeah. And our field is so nice and flat, guys, especially when the grass is green and freshly cut. We just had the field rolled last spring. That field is like a golf course, a fairway. When it's green and freshly cut, it flies. Anything will roll off of it. I can fly the little E-Flight F-15 with the little tiny round wheels off of that grass, man. So L39 is a Czech-built trainer. The MB339 is Italian-built trainer. It's more of a flamboyant. Now we know. So yeah, I mean, guys, if you want bigger, and they say bigger flies better. If you want a bigger jet, I highly recommend any of these L39s or the 339, any of the Aerofoam models.
Good stuff.
You know, now they've also come out with the Goshawk now, which is really sweet.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And you can either do it in a turbine or you can do it in a EDF. And that jet is absolutely beautiful. One of my friends has done his with the turbine, and he's loving it. He's got about 40 flights on that.
Who's
thing.
this?
Brian Walker.
Oh, yeah.
He's got about 40 flights on his so far, I think he said.
And he's got the Hawk.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's beautiful with the slats on the wings and everything.
It's nice.
It's nice, man. And it's the Aerofoam.
It's nice.
From Banana Hobby. And then, Robert has got the BEA Hawk.
Yeah, he does. He's got the red one.
Yep. And he's putting the turbine, he's putting the Schwinn.
Yeah, the Sweet one.
Yeah, Schwinn in his.
I think it's got a Sweetwin 80 in it.
Yeah, it is an 80 size.
Because I got a 160 in my 15.
Yeah, he's putting an 80 size. The T45 is cool. I haven't flown my turbine one for ages, though. Yeah, I tell you. And then Tim that was in here earlier, he's got the T45, and his is a composite kit, man. Let me tell you,
nice.
that thing is nasty, man. It's an F1, I think, model. It's what, or T1
T1
model. Yeah. Let's see, or just go cheap and buy the K8.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Let's see. I have the Freewing L39 and love it. I want to get the Area Works. Yeah, the Freewing, I've got the Flying Dragon in the scheme I did up here, and yeah,
that's like about half the size.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller than the
and cheaper.
But it's a great bang for the buck. It's only
it flies good.
I think it's what, $389.
Yeah, it's like literally less than half price.
Yeah, so by the time you buy these bigger jets, guys, if you're going to upgrade to the JP fan, the Cortex gyro, which you don't have to have the gyro. I just like a gyro, especially with the other day we had a crosswind like we had. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate you as always. Love you,
my mom.
And but yeah, it's one of those things where if you're going to buy the bigger jets and you're going to put the fans and you're going to put the Cortex gyro, you're going to have some money invested in them. I mean,
it's definitely an investment.
When you fly them, you feel the difference. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like your first turbine. It's just the investment. They got the turbine.
That's right.
And then you got the radio setup, and then you got a redundancy, and then you got the batteries, and then you got the good servos, and then you know the story. And you don't want to go cheap because what's going to break the cheapest, the skinniest, worthless chain link, cheapest link is going to bust.
That's right.
So you can't. You
don't want to skill.
There's no halfway. You're not like
right.
Oh man, I can get by with the paper clip on there. No, that's not.
No, you don't want to do that on the road. Like exactly.
You don't want that.
That's right. So you definitely got to watch out for what you're doing with stuff like that. See, Banana will sell the K8 for $139. How can you not buy one? Well, that's very true. Very true. It's kind of like buying the Hobby King stuff that we're telling you guys about, the King Twin and the Albatross.
Yeah, they're good.
Very excellent airplanes for the money, guys.
Oh, yeah, we flew the King Twins together this weekend.
We flew them together. That video is coming to you guys.
And I was all over the place. I couldn't keep on them. I don't know why.
They look good. They still look good.
I haven't even seen the videos. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, they're nice looking.
Well, Marshall filmed it, right?
Yeah. He's got the factory scheme, and I've got the custom painted scheme that I did on mine.
Imagine that.
But you have one.
That's right.
Look how much fun you've had.
It's fun.
I mean,
it flies itself.
Yeah, keep that thumb thing going. Definitely. Hit that thumb button. But yeah, if you're going to get into the bigger jets, guys, you're going to have a little more out of pocket. Then when you get into the turbines, you're going to have more money out of that. So
fuel setup, fuel pump, kerosene, Jet A, whatever you're burning.
That's right. It's just a matter of what you want to have.
Another rule book on top of a rule book.
And some people say, well, I'd rather have one or two big turbines and rather than all of these other airplanes.
I get that.
I get that too, but I like variation. It's kind of like a buffet. See, I love a buffet. I love a little bit of everything instead of just one plate of something, because invariably you're going to want to bite of what somebody else has.
So what are you saying? Before you get married, it's a buffet. And then what about after you get married?
Well, you know how it works.
Trust me, I know how
you can only look at the buffet.
No, it's not even that. I can't even do that. No.
You can't even eat off.
No, what are you looking at? Nothing.
No, I'm looking. No, look away. Look away. No, you can't have this. Yeah. Isn't there a song with something?
Yeah, there is lots of them.
Yeah.
Let's skip the subject because she might be listening.
Oh man! So guys, we are at 9:30.
Wow, we still have 142 people watching. It's amazing.
Hey guys, we've kept a great crowd in
That's
here.
Impressive. You didn't even give anything away. No dancing girls, just two ugly dudes.
I'm telling you, man, we're just having a good time and talking
Ashtray
airplanes,
aviation,
Ashtray,
on the move.
Redneck Ashtray aviation. But yeah, we just appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with us and having a good time. And he said Wayne took the words right off his thumbs.
Did I?
Yeah. So yeah, guys, we love all y'all. We love hanging out with you, talking airplanes. That's what we love to do.
That's right. You're gonna have the first B1 on the show. Well, that'll be after the 14. The 14 will come along as soon as I get started and get him over there. He can figure out what I got wrong going on. And
sure. Yeah.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Hey, thanks, Adam.
Chomping at the bit. Adam, thanks for dropping by, buddy.
That's right, man. Always appreciate you. Michael Barr said he's at 1% battery. Night, buddy. Have a
Spend
good
it here.
Exactly. Hey, recharge, man.
Recharge.
Just don't go home with your battery charged. You know what I mean? But guys, like I said, good things are coming. It's going to be a great year, I think, for all the people and the companies. It looks like we're going to have a great time. And who knows what you're going to see coming up soon. And we will have the B1 here, guys. I assure you that it will be here when it's time.
And I will fly.
And you think?
Mode 4. Mode 4.
There we go. He needs one. You need to start. We need to have two. See, we need to.
Well, when I get the 14 done, and you're jealous, and you'll want one.
All right.
Then we'll fly that.
Okay.
That's a totally different setup. That thing will. Mine's for just low and power.
Yeah. We're just gonna get a big rubber band and shoot yours off.
I don't think you're gonna need it, dude. With 290s, it's gonna leave your hand.
You watched the flight test documentary?
I did. I watched a little bit of it.
It was really good.
It was.
Josh and Josh. I remember Josh and Josh, man. I remember when they were starting out. You know.
Yeah, he was skinny too.
Those guys were awesome.
You know, it really sucks getting old because we all get fat and our face gets fat and everything starts dripping. Got the
dripping.
thing.
Yeah. You're doing this every day. Come on, go work out. No, work out your chin.
Why do I got to work out? I'm on the other end of life. I don't have to impress anybody.
That's it, man. Oh, Lord. Well, guys, we are just appreciative to have you all here hanging out with us. And you never know. We'll get some more videos up this week. We've got the King twins flying together. And, yeah, we got some good videos.
Well, good.
So
you better tell everybody night-night because they're dropping off like
flies.
I
appreciate you guys. And we will see you right here next week at 8:30 for Flight Club. And take care and keep safe and happy flying. We'll see you soon, guys. Good night.